Hello and welcome back to our Twitch stream iOS version.
Yes,
And
we are back.
yeah, long time no see.
It's snowing.
Yeah, we have some decoration here because we are in December and Christmas is approaching. So we thought we do a Christmas themed stream. That's also why we choose the topic to do one day of the Advent of Code.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we try one if you have time, maybe second.
Yeah, let's see how fast
Yeah.
we are with the coding stuff and so on. And yeah, maybe we can do a little introduction what Advent of Code is for the viewers who don't know. So I can switch to your monitors to
Yes, you can. I have the website open,
okay.
but you can also
Yeah.
say a bit about it.
Yeah, so what is Advent of Code? It's a yearly event where it's like an advent calendar. So every day you get another quiz to solve, basically a problem in software
Your
development,
coding challenge,
engineering,
maybe.
coding challenges, yeah. And we tried, or we want to focus on day 7 because we think
You think?
yeah, I think it's a topic
So
which is interesting for normal IT guys, developer, and so on.
the interesting thing is that I have not seen it before the challenge.
Yeah. So
We just prepared the example or the input data,
yeah,
but I have not really an idea what we need to do there and
yeah.
how to solve it. You already solved all of them
No,
so far?
I
Nine, not.
solved till day 8. So
8,
the
okay. So today
day
is
9 would be today.
Yeah.
So and I don't know if I will continue because the difficulty increases very fast
Yeah.
in the days, and for me it's a little bit time consuming.
Yeah.
So
I, as you can see, I only did the first one.
yeah,
And then didn't have time. So
yeah,
let's see how it goes. So if I get stuck, you can give me a hint.
yeah,
But
yeah, exactly. So the idea is when we start in a few moments. We click on the day and discuss or have a look at the topic.
Yeah.
And then Jonas tries to solve it, and I will guide him a little bit or give him tips, at least how I solved it. Maybe he finds another solution.
Yeah.
Let's see. We do everything with Swift. And yeah, so
should we do the introduction thing? So we also will put this on YouTube.
yeah, exactly. The recording of this
quick
will
introduction.
yeah.
For YouTube.
So we start over.
Yeah.
For the YouTube part, and yeah. So day 5, Advent of Code. Jonas tries to solve the day 7, and yeah, we
not
jump.
5. Yeah.
What?
Should we? You said day 5, so maybe.
Oh, day 7.
Let's
okay, let's restart. So. Day 7 of Advent of Code. Jonas tries to solve it, and yeah, let's jump right into the code.
I have not looked into it before.
Yeah,
so I will open it. I mean, I looked a bit. I copied the test input, but I haven't read really what to do. You already solved it, so you can maybe summarize maybe a bit of it that we don't have to.
Yeah, the exact part what you should do is at the bottom that you should read. Yeah, but the introduction is basically you have system outputs of a computer system. So you have, as you can see, some commands like cd, so change directories, ls for listing the content of a directory.
I think it's also explained here a bit more.
Yeah, it's explained, but just a short summary. And when you list the content, you can get subdirectories or files. So as you can see, when it starts with dir, it's a directory.
Yeah.
And if it starts with a file size, then it's a file.
Yes. And so this is the file size then, and this is a file name, I guess.
Yes, exactly. And basically, the user navigates through the file system, and that's the output you get on the screen. And now, yeah.
Yeah, and so with the dollar sign is what the command is.
Yeah, exactly.
And then what comes after is what the output is.
Yeah, and as you can see, cd means change directory.
Yeah.
So you have to change. You have different modes for cd.
Yeah, go into the directory, go one back, switch to root.
Exactly.
List, and this then shows the content. And this is what this file system looks like that was used for the test.
Yeah, that would be the result for the file system with the test input.
And what do I need to? Okay.
Yeah, the question is down there.
Yeah. So do I have to create this somehow? No, right?
No, that's just for you for
me
the
to
test
visualize.
results.
Yeah.
So that's what you should get with the test input.
Okay. Here there are the 4 directories, root. Yeah. You can maybe open it here, or I already printed it, so I can keep it open at the same time. So we have the root, and then there's a directory A, top level, the 2 files in D. Where's the rest? Why does it say? That's the folder.
Yeah, that's the structure. So A is a subdirectory of root.
Yes, but does this mean? But I would assume that this all is in root.
No.
Oh, it is. It's called B.
That's in root, but then you get a CD, and then you change in the directory. Then you can probably get a listing of this directory and so on.
Yeah. Okay. Since the disk size is full, first step should probably to find the directory that are good candidates for deletion. To do this, determine the total size of each directory. The total size is the sum of the files. Okay. So if it has subfolders,
you have to sum up the space needed or taken by the files.
Yeah. And if I have if I want to know the size of A, it would be all its content also with the subfolders. Okay.
So in that, now you get basically the test output. So with your logic, which you implement, then you should get a file size of 584 for E. So that's basically to test your code, if it works. And then later on, when we verify that our code is correct, then we can switch the test input to the real input, and that would be then the answer which you have to put into the field.
And so we need to find all directories with a total size of more than
at most. You need to search for the directories which are smaller than.
Smaller than that, okay.
Yeah.
Good. So we need to pass this somehow first.
Yeah, that would be the first idea, to pass it and to try to build a data structure or something to iterate over it.
For first step for splitting it, I would split it by new line. So we have in a separate file prepared the test data.
Yeah, just one question to the viewers: is the file is this font big enough, or should we increase it a little bit because it's very small?
This over a bit for later.
Yeah, maybe you can just increase the font of Xcode. Yeah, that's better. Perfect.
Okay, it's super huge for me, but it's fine.
So basically, at the moment, the test data is a string.
Yeah. So we can, that I know, let's call it lines. We can use the how's it called, components. Yes, and then separate it by a string. And I would put the new line in. So with that, we should get the same thing, but as individual strings.
Yeah, as an array of strings.
Yes, exactly.
So each line is one entry in the array.
Yeah. And so, I mean, to the end results, I would use like a struct or so to put it in to have like the calculation easy at the end. I would do like a struct.
So basically you could
folder.
Yeah, exactly.
And a struct file. The file has a name and a size. Size int, and the folder has files. But I can have
also
folder
have
and so it would be like would be best to have like a protocol maybe. For that I can.
The question is if you want a fast solution or the pretty solution. That's on your side.
I mean, I can put folders and files in it.
That's what I did.
Yeah. But let's do it like I would do like entry whatever, and I would say the name goes in there. And this I need to keep it here, and this is then you get.
And also var.
Yeah. So this would be an entry. Why is it not highlighting it? And this would be an. Why is it not doing that? Element. Maybe it's already taking entry. Strange. Is element something?
Element is.
Yeah, it looks.
Okay.
Color is wrong, but it jumps to the right.
So yeah.
So here I have this, and then I have like childs, whatever, of type element. This maybe. Let's see. Maybe
and the question is if you also want to add size to a folder. Or not.
Yes, but there would compute it out of the.
Yeah, but in your protocol it should be available if you do it like that, because you maybe want to get the size of a folder.
Yes, or I use the same entry thing, element thing.
Yep.
And have size and.
Yeah, that's a question how you want to do it.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Yeah, maybe we can think about it later. So let's.
Child is stupid. It's children.
So basically now we have objects for the folder and for the files, and a folder can have children, a file not.
Yeah, but but the size need both in the protocol. Yeah, that's what you meant.
Because you want to access.
Yeah.
You want to say folder x dot size.
Yes.
And that could be a computed property or something.
Yeah, it needs to for this.
Maybe.
It would be then the children reduce maybe we can use, and then do element, and then do I return it here? I think, and just result plus element size. This would then, if it's the children, directly use this, and if it's a folder, would do the same for the sub element. Let's try how that goes. Okay, now maybe I move this above so I can use it, or can continue with this. Okay, we have the lines.
So
now I need to map this input to what I have above.
Yeah, basically the first thing you should do is to check what the commands say. So
is there I think I cannot assume that the cd/ is always the first command and will never happen again. So I don't know what is in the test data. So maybe
I can say in the test data, in the real data, it is like that, but you could also do it. Yeah.
I mean, so if it's just happening once at the beginning,
just for
I
the
just
solutions
skip
you
it.
need to do, you could assume it.
Okay, because then I can just ignore it and drop the first element.
But then you have to do it later, the CD stuff. But because you need to know if you have to change a directory or not.
Yeah.
So why not do it at the start? So the question is, you have to see, is the line a command or not?
Yeah.
That's the first part you need to know.
Yeah, that I can do with the $sign.
Yeah.
So
maybe we can say with comments or something to structure what we want to do or something.
Yes, we can do so, but it would be like a for loop, I would think. Go through the elements. So I have like line and lines. Let's do it like this. And we build up something like root would be a folder. But I haven't made it var, so I cannot change it. Maybe I should.
It should be get and set. Or the folder name you don't have to change after init.
This one.
But the children and probably the size.
For the I
maybe
don't. Yeah, we can
it
change
depends.
it. Okay, so we could. Why didn't I call it folder? Why is it the highlighting is off? Let's do root folder. Why is it not working? Folder name would be this. I'm not sure if I need it outside, but I need to somehow. So every time I see, maybe I should keep track where I'm at right now.
So
every time CD comes.
Maybe a good idea is a current directory, a current folder, for reference or something.
Yeah, current folder. Let's go with that. I can start with this for now. Maybe we need something else. So first is, like you said,
a current folder should be maybe a folder, or not?
You mean directly?
Yeah. So you can use it like
yes. Yeah. Let's do this in a second. So I think first to check if it starts, what command we have basically.
Yeah. Basically, first check would be, is it a command? And a command starts with $.
Yes. So in ugly,
yeah,
it would be line. Do I have? Yeah, starts with $. $. There.
So if that's the case, then you know it's a command. Otherwise, it's either a directory or a file.
Yeah. Command. Cannot type. Command output.
Yeah.
Right. So, and here we can then. We have either CD or ls, right?
Yeah. So if we have a look, with CD, you need to change the directory.
Yeah.
And with ls,
it just is ls.
You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Because it's just the indicator that the next stuff is a listing.
Yes.
So in my solution, I said if it's contains ls, or I splitted the command, and then if the command itself is ls, then I just return or continue.
So what we could do is like command maybe, and then say line components separated by this, and have it like the elements.
Yeah, then you could.
I can always like I can ignore the first element, which is the.
You could say drop first, because we know it's a command, and the $, we don't need it. So we drop the first one, and then you get the rest without the $.
Yes. And I know that I always have a first one. I mean, I could check it, but I can also say like what you said. So if command, is it not how you type?
Yeah.
Because there's the underline. Or whatever. If this is ls, I can just do cd and the rest is then just ignored. Oh, and a string. Super ugly code. So only now I have to do something, right?
Yeah. That's the change directory.
Yes. So there we have two cases. First is then I have like the path. Yeah.
Basically, you have three cases. So you have the ... that's changed to the parent directory.
The root, you mean?
You have slash for root.
But that could be also,
it depends if you want to differentiate between those or not.
Yeah, maybe it makes sense. So let's switch over path to do not like if else, if else, if else. So we have the case slash, we have the case ... and we have the case path. Default would be everything else, right? And in here we can say current folder is root. And in here we can say I need the other way as well to have this. So I would need something like current folder.parent.
Yeah, you need to know the parent of the folder.
And I don't have it.
At the moment you don't have it.
Yeah. So let's say I also do, no, why not?
Parent.
Parent, that would be a folder, but it's optional.
Optional because root has no.
Root has no. Yeah. So then the current folder would be current folder dot parent or root. I don't know. If there's nothing.
Yeah, or left, if there's no parent, then don't do something. So just return or continue. Because it's not defined in the
so that's
in the
request.
So normally I solved it that way, that if it's not set, then I don't do anything.
Yeah, we can see what happens with that. And if it is an actual folder we go into, then we need to, for the current folder, why is it not working, that the code completion? Any idea?
Yeah, I haven't done it in a playground, so maybe because it's running or something.
Oh, no, I don't think so. I would append, or maybe let's do it first. Let new folder, and I would give it the name path and the parent current folder, like this. Maybe I should initialize this with an empty array. Maybe I should build. Why can I not build? Maybe not now, while it's in the middle of something. So this would be the folder I go into. And then to have it the other direction as well, I append it to the children and update the current folder to new folder. Right? We will see. And in here,
it looks good.
So if it is Or I mean, I could also use this output for manipulating the child entries.
So I did it like the second solution you had.
Yeah.
So the CD is just
To change, yeah.
have a look into the children if that folder is there, and if it's there, use it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So and if not, then do nothing, and this would be the same as you have for root, right?
exactly.
So I can
And
say
then when you get a deer in a listing, then you add it to the children, because then you know it's actually there.
Yes. So here I do then do this, else or nothing. Right? Should work like this. Only if it has something, then it does it. And here it would be if current folder children contains now I need to have a
now the path is a string, and what you are searching for is a folder. So
I can do
I created a method in a folder with a parameter of the string name, which returns the folder.
Or like this.
Or like this.
Then I need to find it, right?
Yeah.
Then not contains some instead first where. Then I get the first match. And I let new folder child. And then do current folder is child. Okay, and I don't need this. And then in here, this would be the listing.
So maybe we should just check if the commands are working. So
yeah, but I never add any. I have an A flat.
yeah, you need to.
Why is it string? I
you haven't initialized it, all right?
Yeah, this is a folder. And we start with root for now. It thought it's a string, that's why. Build succeeded. Still showing that. Strange. Different error. This is a bit ugly in the background. I hoped it would show me the errors here. Let's start with the first one. Folder cannot have a stock property that, yeah, that is what I assumed, that I cannot have this circle. Maybe I should use class.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Because I don't want copies. I want just references to it.
Better. I tend to always start with the struct.
Yeah, I also started with a struct and then got to the same same point as you right now.
Yeah. It says has no initializer, so why is it not creating one? I don't know.
You could
init name string parent folder optional children I don't need. Save name. I don't know why it's not. Is it only for structs auto generating, right? And
yeah.
And then for the file, init name string size int save name and size. Doesn't like me today. Okay, let's see what it complains now. about, now it works. Maybe now the code completion is also working. So I have no output basically. What I could try is putting print statements to see how it goes through it. Maybe print.
But it doesn't do much because it doesn't have children at the moment.
True.
So maybe we should think about adding some children and then test it.
Yeah. So if we are here at that point, we reach that point in here. So
the else case is when we don't have a command, when the line isn't a command, then we get the else case.
Yes, and then we are in here.
Yeah.
And then we can do like is it like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double
looks better. It was complaining earlier, that's why I changed it.
It shouldn't complain.
Yeah, it's strange. Okay. I will do the split thing again because we always have two components. So what is the input? I'm working with line. Components separated by this. I mean, I could even, since I do it in both, I can do it at start. Because then it's already, but not the drop first. Let's keep it like this. So there I just have the first and the second entry. Also, I would usually not use this directly.
Yeah, maybe we can improve it later on when it's working.
Yeah.
So now you get in the commands, you get an array with two.
Yeah, I can again
entries.
Switch over the first thing. We have case dear, right?
You can have the case that it's a directory or it's a file. If it's a file, then it starts with a number.
Yeah, that would be the case where default, let's say. I mean, we could also use an if.
Yeah, we assume we only have those two.
Yeah, I mean, we can also, what I actually wanted to do is directly check if I can make an int out of it. But maybe it's with an if let easier and without the switch. So if I could do like if, let's go with this for now. Can improve this then. If this is dear, then do something, and then else if let size is an int from command 0. So that would mean if it can create an int out of this first element, then we have the file and everything else we ignore.
Yeah, so the if case is the directory, the else is the file.
Yes. And in here, this means we have a new child to add to the current.
So we have to create a folder.
Folder would be a folder. Still not giving me the initializer.
I don't know why.
Maybe
playgrounds or something.
Yeah, but it's stupid. I mean, playgrounds are made for this case, I would say. It has again
because it has an error.
Line 53. What is optional? Parent is optional. Okay, but current folder is also optional. Where you have an optional folder must be unwrapped to a value folder.
Yeah, you have. Now I see the error. Go down.
Oh, so
you have to use row 53 parent.
Yeah.
Current folder equals parent. Then it's not optional.
And then we have line 60, the same here, but why? Any element? Because
it is element, not folder.
It needs to be also a folder. Not just
yeah, or you have to pass it as a folder.
Yeah. I mean, I can say children, and then I can say filter, and then say $no. Maybe better I do compact map, then it's directly mapped, and I say as folder, but optional. So I take all the children, I map them to try to map them as a folder. Everything that is not a folder is thrown out by the compact, and then I take the first words, and then it should have the correct type. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Array index out of bounds. No.
Yeah,
that's, that's what I said. We. Why? Okay. But for now, let's try if I can do here. Let folder. Again, still not working. The name would be the command 1. Parent. It's really hard to code without code completion. Parent would be current folder. So, and also current folder, children, append folder. So we put it in both elements. And if it's that, then we have a file. File with name command 1. Should extract these, and size. Right? See what it does.
And add it to the children.
This. Okay. It's still out of bounds. Why?
Let's check the loop.
You
have the for. Somewhere you have a for loop.
Yeah, here.
You are iterating.
So usually this means I use the index wrong. Can I? Here it shows error. It tries to go here.
So you say you iterate over the lines. Then if this line starts with $, then you split it by space.
Yes. And drop the first.
Yeah.
Does this return the list?
Should.
Numbers, drop first 2. Yeah.
It should.
Prints this.
Return an array without the first element.
Let's try debug this. Why is it in? Yeah. So it has array, cd, and slash, which is correct. And then it says index out of bounds. Why?
Maybe it's another index.
Yeah, but
I
the error is
don't see it at the moment. Somewhere there's a.
I mean, I can avoid the direct access.
What you could do is say command.first. That gives you an optional and check it if it's set.
I mean, here it doesn't really matter because I can directly first check it like this. Oh, strange. Okay, but it printed out this correctly, right? So, and we can at the end check root. I think with this I can then name slash. It has no parent.
And there's an array with an object.
So then I have name A. Check here. A is a folder. But then there is inside slash again.
There's something.
Something is off. Then we have the file, which is good.
That's not correct.
The file is good, but this is strange. The name is.
But the folders are strange.
I mean, I can go into A again.
That's the parent, right? Yeah, the output is a little bit strange. Maybe just work with print statements. Then you can say that's the parent. and stuff like that.
Try to make it deep. How's it?
Custom debug
think
string
it's
convertible.
like
That's it.
this.
And then you need to a description, I think.
Yeah. Why is it not auto-completing? Debug description is what I need.
It's your computer, maybe. No, I don't know.
No.
I think maybe there's an error in the playground and then the code completion doesn't
Yeah, but
work or something.
it ran, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. No.
You can say maybe return, try it like this, and then say we have
The name.
maybe we can check how they printed it. They make a dash and then the
name.
So it's dash and then the name.
Then the type, directory, or
yeah, here it's always dir, right?
You are in the folder, right?
Yeah.
This one is always dir, yeah.
And then,
but when you list the children, then you could get also a file.
Yeah, but it will not look good. Because I cannot have this all dented like this.
Just a tip: don't think too complicated.
Yes, maybe it's.
That's always the same thing for me. When I start with such a challenge, I think too complicated, and that makes it a lot harder.
I mean, we can check again. Maybe we just misread it.
I need to move a little bit for the output.
Oh yes. I mean, you could also exit full screen and move it a bit to the center.
No, that's
we
okay.
Don't really need this
okay.
side, so.
I think
it because
can't finish it today anyway. So
is it? It's already so late.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're almost done.
Almost done. Yeah, we have 6 minutes left. No pressure.
Okay, and here it's really hard to see. How does it print it if I just do this? How does it look in the console? Oh, nice. Not a struct. That does not have. Maybe we need the debug description.
So, but now we added the directory, we added the files, or we are able to add the files to the current folder.
Let me try this with the debug description. It's maybe not indented.
Or just do print statements in each command or in each.
Yeah, maybe it
then you see something. The steps.
So you just want to verify that the structure is correct.
Yeah, that's why in each add step I would say print add element. Then you can see it in the console what it does. And the
One more try.
And only printing the name of the element should be enough to see the structure.
Yeah, so I can do like return folder name parent would be
parent.
Why not
parent
name or none?
And maybe the children.
And then I say,
or just start with that.
Then what I would do, children, new line, and then
print the children. If it's a folder, you get the same description. If it's a file, you get not that beautiful.
Yeah, I can. So maybe I should do it like this.
You could add it to
and then I can say children map to debug description, and I need this here. No.
And in the file you can say just name and size.
Yeah, file
size. Nothing else.
Size like this. Let's see what it does. And if I do now print, no, print. It will be hard to make a YouTube video out of this, I guess. Print.
Let's see.
At least no, not possible to cut. 12, 7. What did I do wrong? Oh, it needs to be like this. And here, remove this. What is it doing? Is it running? Is it not running?
Okay, so for next time, such thing in playgrounds is not the best idea.
Yeah. Why is it an optional parent
which
name?
one?
Where's parent name? Where would I put parent? Ah, I forgot this. In code, you get this automatically. There we go. Okay, so we have folder slash no parent children. Now we have. Should I move it?
Yeah, move it a little bit, or
let's exit the full screen. Now we have full control. Okay, so that's correct. Then we have children. We have folder A. Parent is slash. Children. We have like a strange thing.
No children at the moment.
Now, why is it like this? I wanted it in a new line. Anyway, okay, no children, which is not correct, right? A has
that's.
So we have B, C, folder D, and so
no, it's that the output is strange. So it has children, and the children should be B, C, or let's check.
Don't think so.
Yeah, it's messed up, the output.
Again, I don't think so. I think it does not add correctly the children. Because, so A, we have a folder with no children. Then we have the file and the other file. And we have D with the parent and no children. And then we have E, root as well, he thinks, and no children. And then we have F, so the switching between the child and so the CD processing is not working.
Maybe you can just open the browser at the side, and then you get this correct structure which you should have.
Yeah, I remembered. I can also go like this. So it is not everything.
So A has children.
Yes, but so root should have A, B, C, and D.
Correct.
And that's not what it shows here. And the reason is that it is not switching correctly. In this case, I guess. So it's really hard.
Yeah. Also, that's day 7.
Do it, yeah, and then do it in 24. Stream without knowing it. Okay.
Yeah, but just for the viewers, the difficulty of the exercises are increasing.
And I started with 7, yeah.
Very fast. So, but that's that's
the files it created correctly. So, and it just added them all to the current folder. Right? So this means that if the cd command comes in, this one, it skips it. So I can put an else and say skip print to check this, print skip cd. So which should not execute basically, but it did. Right? So it got this. and then
so root should have three.
Yeah,
Should have a directory A and 2 files.
Yes, and that's
and
not
directory
yeah.
D.
And what I can also do is, and every time it finds a command or cd command, I print the root to see what the current status is. That's way better than. Okay, so it finds this cd, and the root is already /. Maybe that's the reason. Has no children. Why is it going to the default case? It should not print cd, not skip. So it should not go in here. It should go in here. Maybe I should just use if. Go to root.
Maybe you get something else which results in the
default. Oh yeah. No, I switch over path. Let's see. Where does it start? I should remove this.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think we can finish it today. So
yeah, but
I have time.
I don't have time.
Yeah, that's why I said.
I want to know why it's not working. So it goes. So it gets this, and goes into the default one. So that's what I don't get. So maybe we can print root, and then we print
maybe the path.
Yeah.
So to see why
what's wrong with it.
So what's the path?
The path is cd.
So it's.
But why?
It's the
because I go
first.
What?
Then just check what is it. Command is what? Where is the output?
So command is the split. This one. It's correct.
Yeah.
cd and the /.
But command 1 shouldn't be cd.
Yes.
That's weird.
Then let's do.
But you drop first. Yeah, that's not it.
God, let path command last. Else. Is it return? I don't know. Let's do it that way. I don't know why the index is cannot return. I do
continue. Well, what is it?
Continue, I guess. Yeah. Now it works. Go to root. And then it.
Yeah, but that means something is weird with the input.
Yeah, no, with the index is something not working.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe the drop first does something weird with the indexes.
No. Line is a string. You split it by I don't know if you. So the line you split it by white space.
It also had this weird error when I said 0. So maybe the drop first keeps the index, which would be really strange, but that could be because why it couldn't find element 0. Or I guess this does not return an array. It returns like this array slice thingy subsequence.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason. And this subsequence goes from 1 to has index 1 and 2. Thank you, Swift. Okay, then this should be now better. Yeah, so it has children and it has subfolders. That's correct. So now I have it so I have the file system now in root. And now I would have to do some filtering. I want to find all directories, right?
Yeah, you have to go through every directory.
Yeah, now what the
check the file sizes in there.
I want all directories which are less than
10,000, I think was
10,000. Yeah. So root filter. I So I just want I need to go. So I want to finish it, but I have to be on time with this. Really sad. I tried, but the subsequence was my enemy.
That's why my solution is if else, and stuff like that. So
my code very similar.
My code isn't
you suggested drop first. It's your so I mean we are almost there. We now need to filter in this list down to
sum up the file sizes.
And that is already done with the computed property. So for every folder I already know the size.
Yeah.
And what is the input I need to? The total size of these.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I would do, I would do like a compact map to map it to the folder sizes, and then filter them by the ones that are lower, and then sum it up. But I don't need. I need to be careful because the parents. But it wouldn't. Yeah, if there's a subfolder, it would count it twice, right? So if there's a smaller subfolder, which contains below this thing and a higher one that is still below the 100K, then it would count it twice. So it's more
you need to check that first. Yeah.
Why do I need to count it twice? Chat says.
You need to count it twice.
I don't think so. Mention in the statement. Okay.
So yeah.
So as you can see, I'm very sorry. I'm usually happy to do a bit overtime with the stream, but today I have to leave.
Yeah, but we can maybe continue in the next stream, which isn't this year anymore because this one was the last.
That really bothers me. Maybe we do a special stream to finish it.
You can do it maybe next week if you want. Then you present the solution you have.
Yeah.
and now, as I said, it's the last stream for this year.
Just in chat, it would be enough to count it twice. It would be fine. It's what this looks like. It's mentioned in here. Okay. So that would be the last step then.
So maybe we just start with a day 2, 3, and so on.
So I did day 1 and it was really simple.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. It was fun to solve it. And we almost did it. So all good. Then.
Okay. So any other questions in chat? If not, then I would say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we will see us next year.
Yeah.
Maybe in the mid of January or something like that. I don't know exactly.
Also, if you're watching here on Twitch, take a look at our YouTube channel.
Yeah. So if you can't live without our streams, that's cool. It's a reminder has to go.
Yeah.
You can have a look at our YouTube channel. There you get all the other stuff we did in the past. We also have some cool shorts there if you want to check it out. And so that's it.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.